Vegas has been getting a lot of like hate from fans, rightfully so, kind of like because the way they handle things. But they've treated players kind of like trash. There was even some comments from DeBoer in the latter end of last season, kind of chirping Leonard when he was clearly hurt, playing through injury, that, saying, "Oh, we need our goalie to be better tonight." And then remember, Leonard was like, "Okay, I'm done playing. I'm not playing anymore."
Yeah,
because he clearly needed the surgery. And now they kind of all of their greedy and all their like desire to win is coming to a head in a big way this offseason. Like right now they have no goalie. Like if you go into a season planning to ride with Logan Thompson and Laurent Brossoit, I don't think you're a playoff team. I don't care how good you are up front.
Much agree. The answer is they need to go out and get a goalie. They have to go out and get a goalie, not just because they have no goalie. This team is just under so much pressure to win this year because of the debacle that happened last year. Not only that, is that if they come out and they don't make the playoffs, Max Pacioretty's comments turn from conjecture to being truthful. Mm-hmm. Every player in the NHL realizes that this organization is toxic. Nobody wants to play there. If the Vegas Golden Knights have a crazy year, Jack Eichel scores 35, they make the conference finals, all of those comments about toxicity, they kind of go to rest. They are under crazy pressure. And we saw last year that although the injuries hurt them a lot, it was goaltending down the stretch that was really the reason why they couldn't win. The answer is they need to go get a goalie. Who's the goalie that you think they get?
The first name that came to mind after just a little bit of research is actually Semyon Varlamov.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's the same guy you had too?
That's the answer, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. He's got 1 year left at $5 million, which is very similar cap hit. I think if not the exact same actually to what Leonard's making, and key is that it's 1 year, so they don't have to worry about trying to dump his cap after this. They can just let him walk if they need to. He was kind of good last year, even though Sorokin stole the headlines, rightfully so. He had a 9/11 save percentage. He was still good, and I think maybe the another good thing is that the Islanders might actually be willing to give him up, not for literally maybe nothing, because he makes $5 million, and in a hard cap. If you have a $5 million guy that's not contributing to your lineup every night, you don't really want him on your roster anymore. So there's a need on both ends. I'm wondering if they can get him for cheap.
Yeah, I don't have much else to add. That's clearly the answer. I think the Athletic, when they talked about like goalie depth charts, had the New York Islanders as the deepest goalie team in the entire league, and it's kind of crazy because while they have that, they also simultaneously have a clear number one. I think Sorokin's going to be the guy next year.
He's so good.
Right? So if he's going to be the clear number one and they have another guy who's great, obviously there's an incentive to trade him. If he's going to be a UFA next year, like you said, there's an incentive to trade him. And if his AAV's low, there's a big incentive to trade him too. And all of this just screams trade. And I think, especially considering the asset management within the Golden Knights organization, I think they jump on this guy very, very quickly. The only thing I wonder is, like, who do they have? Like, what picks do they have to give?
Literally, that's the thing. Like, if Lou kind of like doesn't want to get rid of Varlamov for free, which he probably has an incentive to do, and he says, "I want assets." Like, I don't know what the Knights do. They're gonna have to give something up to get him, which is kind of crazy to think of, getting a $5 million backup goalie to be your starter. But
if the Knights get Semyon Varlamov, they're once again they have to be a contender. Like Semyon Varlamov, not last year, but the year before that, when he was playing every day for the Islanders, like was getting shouts for possibly being a Vezina candidate.
He's good. He was
so
good.
Very, very good. I mean, Sorokin is clearly their guy. I don't think they're going to give Varlamov 20 games next year. Why would you keep a guy $5 million?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I also heard that Jake Allen might be a shout. Just Jake Allen's not good enough to be an NHL starter.
No, definitely not a starter. Unless they have some crazy faith in the other two goalies. I don't know. Jake Allen's the answer.
Yeah, please. I don't know the GM's name, but go get Varlamov. I can't see what happened last year again. I might be the only Vegas Golden Knights fan left among all NHL fans.
Outside of the desert. The desert peoples.
Are any of those like people actually fans of the Golden Knights, or three-quarters of their fans just people who go to Vegas and happen to catch a game?
I don't know.
That's actually a question I've had for a while.
A bit of. I wonder if there's. I'm sure they have some information on that. I don't know. I think their success to start definitely kind of brought them some fans. But if you're going to Vegas and you're a hockey fan, you're catching a Knights game. So I'm sure their arena is split at least tourists and like local fans. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And find the link to our full podcast and all our socials in the description down below.
Also, don't forget to turn on those notifications to get live updates on new videos that we release.